Autumn time in Britain, for me as a metal detectorist, is the golden hour for metal detecting. It's a time where I believe the chances of finding treasure are increased due to the conditions of the earth. Most of my best finds have been made during the autumn and winter months. This isn't coincidental. As the cooler temperatures arrive, the gloomy conditions and the damp earth, with it comes some advantages when it comes to metal detecting. Today we're going to look at these advantages and talk about why I believe autumn is the best time of year for finding treasure.
Hello, greetings and welcome to a new metal detecting expedition. Today I'm out on the Big Green Hillside. It's autumn time in England. It is the beautiful time of year, my favourite time of year for metal detecting. And today I'm going to look at the reasons why I think autumn is the most successful time to be metal detecting. You know, due to the weather conditions, due to the ground conditions and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go. Misty morning, autumn, beautiful.
In my opinion, autumn is the most beautiful time of the year. The world becomes a sea of colour. When you rise above the mist, the air is crystal clear. Early morning skies are beautiful.
It does not take long to find a signal on here, and look, it's a bit too good, but high numbers look 92, 94. I'm going to have a look at this. I've had a piece of lead already. My first signal, this is my second target of the session. It's neither dark nor light today. It's just misty, but my signal is just down here, look. Has to be. I think it is on my spade somewhere. Oh. And we've got some sort of coin ball here, look. But what is it? Oh man, it's a big chunk of cack. Big chunk of cack to start the day, look. I mean, I don't know how well my camera picks up the colours, but just look how orange and yellow the leaves are against the green grass and the misty background. It's such a nice place to be. And I think I found something here. It was a mid-tone 84. I think there's something round in there, but I'm not 100% sure. It's roundish anyway. It looks like a chewed up coin, I think. Oh, it's very thick. I'm not sure about this. I'm going to have to give this a bit of a clean because I can't see anything on it. It was crusty, very crusty. I don't know what to tell you about that. I can't see anything on it. It needs a proper clean at home, but I'm going to say it's a George III halfpenny. Very crusty, beat up condition. So obviously the first thing you notice about autumn is the beautiful colours of the trees go. They turn a kind of orange and yellow colour, and it really is pretty, it really is beautiful. It's just a really nice time of year to be out metal detecting, to experience the colours of the British seasons. Love autumn. Well, I just had this out of the ground. It's a perfectly cut lead disc. For a second I thought it could be half a papal bulla seal, but it wasn't meant to be. I mean, that could have been a weight or something once upon a time. I guess the next awesome thing about autumn time is we're still pretty close to summer, so the temperatures are still mild. Today's probably about 12 degrees. It's not cold, it's lovely. It is perfect to be out metal detecting. And with cooler temperatures, we lose the level of the grass, we lose the insects, we lose the nettles. It just makes conditions for metal detecting on pasture perfection. I feel like I'm missing all the coins today with my live digs, because I think I've got another one here. It was too good a signal, it's just too good to be a coin, but I think it is a coin, because I think that right there is going to be a George V pre-decimal 1 penny. I had to restart that because my camera fell over. But have a look, have a butcher's. There it is, King George V. We'll give this a little clean up, but That looks like a nice little coin, doesn't it? Pre-decimal, 120 odd years old. That's awesome. Well, there he is, look, Mr. King George V. Not in the best condition. Look, the edges are a little bit crumbly on that one, but I don't mind that. And as we can see, the date on there, look, at the bottom, 1930, underneath Britannia. I'm happy because I found another old coin on here. I guess the most important thing about metal detecting is the condition of the ground. And in autumn time, most of the time, the grass is wet, saturated, and we all know what that means. Wet ground, wet grass, wet earth, more conductivity, deeper signals. Fields come alive when the earth is wet, the ground is wet. So much better than in summertime in dry conditions. The other bonuses with wet ground, it is so much easier to dig. The ground today is so soft, like blancmange. You're burning less calories digging holes. You're putting less wear and tear on your muscles and your joints. So you're saving energy, so you can carry on detecting for longer. And then once you've fished out your target and you've got your find, again with wet ground, you can put your plug back in and it fits perfectly and squashes back in completely perfectly and evenly. Metal detecting in autumn, the ground conditions are bloody awesome. I'm fond of this one, look, high numbers, 89, 88. Small, concise, feels like a small coin to me, that. Let's get in there and have a butcher's. Well, I take it back about what I said about the insects, because I'm being hounded by midges today for some bizarre reason, and they're making my head itch. What do we have? Oh. I am right on this thing here. Shouldn't dig with fingers, but I'm going to do it today. What do we have? Oh man, what is this? I think it's a tiny little bottle top. What an absolute stoomer. Some other benefits to metal detecting in autumn. You can see where you've been. When the grass is wet, you leave a trail, and as you can see, I've left a trail behind me. So those people who enjoy walking lines and gridding fields, do it in autumn time, and you won't even have to take any string with you or anything like that. You can see your lines, you can see where you've been and see where you need to go next. Something else which is especially awesome to me is there's less people around. You know, when it's cooler and darker and wetter, people don't want to come out in the countryside. That's a busy footpath behind me. I've not seen a single person yet today, so you're more alone, you're more with the nature and the wildlife and the sounds, and yeah, it's much better on your own, away from the world and away from the people. Got a tiny little mid-tone here, look, low 60s, look. A gold third of a guinea would be a very similar signal, but I don't think that's what it is. Let's have a look. It's most likely to be a flake of lead or a small tiny button. Oh man, look, it's a little pewter button, tomback button. That could so easily have been a little bit of gold or a little hammered coin or something like that. I think we're looking at a coin down there. Look at that for a number, 87, 90, high numbers. That got to be a copper coin or brass coin or something like that. I feel like it is just there, and it looks like my arch nemesis, doesn't it? The dreaded threepenny bit. Ha! Not found many of these in recent months, but yeah, I will take that today because that's my first confirmed coin. So that's going to be a 1940s King George VI. I reckon 3 pence. I do have to mention that this is land I've detected and searched dozens and dozens of times before. Today, for the last 15 minutes, I've been walking lines on here, zigzagging this way, and I found the 3 pence over there near that wall somewhere. And I've had something else finally. It was a cute little mid-tone, like 73, 74. And I think I've got a little lead bullet down here or something like that. Can you see it? Just here, look. I'm almost certain that that is a lead bullet. Or similar. Where's a little weight? I'm not sure, you know. It could be neither. Let me know your answers on a postcard. It's perfectly round though. Surely that's a bullet tip. Well, weirdly, there was another signal on the surface where I've just had that little lead thing, and look, there was another lead thing, and this one definitely is a bullet because I can see the lines around the edge. I mean, despite the fact that it is autumn and it is beautiful and the conditions are perfection, I'm not having the best of time regarding finds, but let's be honest, the weather and the conditions, the season aren't going to bring you those treasures. It's a little bit of hard work, hours in the field, and of course a little bit of lady luck, but these conditions do help, I can assure you of that. Have a look at this one, look, very loud, very high pitched, 94. It means it's shallow, whatever it is, but it's small enough to be a coin. Probably going to be a modern 2p, but if I'm lucky, that could be a big silver coin on the surface. My gut feeling, my experience, my nous tells me this is too good to be, something amazing. But you never know. You just never know in this hobby. Well, it's right in the middle of the clod, isn't it? Right there, look. What have we got? Oh, I can see an imprint, Oh, man. My experience was bang on, wasn't it? I said it would be a modern 2p. It's not the treasure, it's not the autumnal treasure that we're after. This one's tickling my fancy, look. High numbers, 95. 96. Got a cartwheel penny down there, or is it a big chunk of junk? So I've narrowed it down to there. It looks a little bit rounded. Oh, I wonder if it's that possibly a crotal bell. I don't think it is a crotal bell, it's too small. Well, what is it? It's just a round, domed cap thing. No idea on that. Look at a little nipple on top, look. This will probably be my last one. Already dug it. It was sort of 86, 87 kind of number, and I think there might be a coin in there, I definitely saw a flash of green, look, just down here. What is that? What is that? That's a Georgian copper coin. Has to be. I think that's going to be George the First, Well, I'm about 99% sure that is George the First, and I think it is one of these, which I don't know if it's a halfpenny or a farthing, but that is a cool, interesting find, and it's over 250 years old, I reckon. I mean, look at the weather now. It's absolutely scorchio, blue sky, bright sunshine, and look at this. I've just had this out of the ground. That is a huge chunk of lead, and it's got weird and wonderful lead patterns in it, and I ain't got the foggiest what that is, who did that, why, or how old it is. Let me know your thoughts on that, because that is pure weird. So that's it, I'm calling it a day on this wonderful, wonderful autumnal day. Has it brought me gold, silver and treasure? No, not really, but I've not walked over the stuff, have I? If it was the middle of June, I probably wouldn't have found half of the things that I've found today. Autumn and winter give you a much better chance of finding the good stuff. But I've had a really good time, and I've removed a whole bunch of lead from the ground. I found a few coins and a few bits and pieces, nothing mega exciting, and I want to thank you for joining me today, and I really hope to see you on my next episode, whenever and wherever that might be. But I should point out that the autumn conditions do help. That, coupled with hard work, hours in the field and a little bit of luck, and Bob's your uncle, you're going to find the treasure.